Hello everybody and welcome to So Close to Gaming's channel, and thank you for watching this video. Today we're going to be looking at how traction control can affect your lap time. So what I've done, I've set up a time trial. We're on the Suzuka East Course, which is quite a short circuit. It's only about 1.3, 1.4 miles in length. We have the Ferrari 458 Italia, and we're going to be looking at another feature that can affect your lap times. And we're going to be talking about traction control. Now, for most cars and in most of the circuits and most of the races, this is set as default to 3. So to start off with, I'm going to start off with what will happen if we set it to 5. Okay, and we're going to do a hot lap straight away and just see what will happen. What we're then going to do is to go to the other end of this, we're going to then put it down to a 2 or 3 and then do a lap, and then we're going to put it off and see how it affects our lap times. Okay, we've got sports hard tyres on at the moment, and yeah, I'm quite excited to see what the results are of this. I've not actually seen much of this before. Auto brake is turned off. There is some active stability management on as well, but we'll cover that in a separate video. So again, this is traction control on 5. That wasn't my fault for late braking. That is me going wide, that's not the car. But it does feel very hunkered. Okay, it does feel like it's trying to snap its way in. Now, yeah, it doesn't feel like you could. That's what I was looking for. Basically, it's trying to like hunker the car down. It's not giving you much freedom. It's not giving you much roll. It's very fixed, and already I'm getting the impression this is not very enjoyable at all. Okay, and for those who are watching, you're going, "Oh, this is terrible." Okay, I'm trying to keep to the race line to give it a bit more of a chance to actually prove itself. But that came in at 59 seconds, nearly a minute. Okay, so let's go now. Let's exit a second. Yeah, it's 59.889. So we can easily round this up to 1 minute. Now that's for traction control on 5. Okay. What I'm now going to very quickly do is just go back into here and just tone this down to, I think, 2. I think 3 might be a bit too close to the 5. So we're going to go for 2 on that one. Okay, and as you can see on the leaderboard, significantly slower than the car in the previous video where we was using the auto brake, braking assist. So again, this is now on 2. Let's see how much difference of lap time this gives us. Okay, you definitely apologise for the really bad driving in this game. Again, I don't class myself as a professional or a novice or anything like that at all. I'm not. Yeah, my driving skills are, well, second to none really. There's like, so let's see how this feels in the circuit. A bit more later braking. Again, it doesn't feel hunkered down as before. Okay. That slide might be of assist kicking in. So we can see the ghost car is behind, which is a little bit off-putting for me. But I'm going to pretend to ignore that. Again, I don't really tend to much on time trials. Yeah, there's a lot of like the back of the car trying to kick out. Again, this is a mid-engined car as well. Gives it a bit more of a fighting chance. But so again, this is traction control on 2. Now, if you look in the review mirror at the top, if you haven't already, you can see how far behind the car is already. So that was a 58. That is about 1.3 seconds off your lap time. Again, excuses the shoddy driving, but just by changing traction control, there is significant difference. Okay, so we're going to quickly skip through this menu bit. and we're going to do it with traction control off and just see exactly what happens. I'm very excited to see if this is going to be quicker. Now again, I want to make this very clear, my driving is not the greatest, so you have to excuse the rough cornering. You're going to have to excuse everything else that goes on in this, okay? I'm trying to use traction control as a way of proving a point in the game. So right now it's turned off. I'm trying to hit the cones, I'm trying to hit the corner quite fast, messed up again. Let's see what happens. I'm quite keen to know if we're going to get this less than 58 seconds. I'm not going to lie, this actually feels really nice. I've never used the traction control in a way like this before. Again, I'm pretty much a beginner racer, and I like to learn things just by experimenting and playing around on short circuits. I picked this circuit, one, because it's very short, two, it has lots of cornering, so I thought it would be ideal to test this sort of scenario out. Now I'm already looking in the rearview mirror just briefly, and the car is even further behind, and it's actually really nice. You know, I know the traction control's off, but yeah, it just feel a little bit loose to play with, but when it itself goes, it's actually quite impressive. There we go. So that was, be correct to the last one, which I think was 58.5, I think it was. And that was a 57.9, so if I turn it completely off, that's 0.6 of a second faster in itself. So there is definitely a correlation going on here. There's definitely a pattern forming. Now, some of you may feel, well, I need to keep traction control on a little bit, I want to try and keep the racing line, not have the car swaying out a lot. That is completely fine. But this is outstanding. So, to answer a question, does traction control affect your lap time? Yes, it does. Do I need to have more traction control or have less traction control? Well, if you are confident with racing, if you are more experienced, I would say you probably want to use setting 1, maybe have it off. If you're more of a beginner and you want to keep the car on the track regardless, I wouldn't say use number 5. I would say aim for probably a 2 or a 3. Because you want the car to have some realism. You want it to have a bit more of you driving around the corner. When it's on 4 and 5, it is pretty much hunkered down, it's fighting each other, and it just feels extremely clunky. It really does. I'm not a fan of that at all. I mean, I never played around with the traction control settings much in races. To be honest, I've only played with the fuel consumption and how that can affect how many laps you can do and your performance of the car. And that has a bit of an effect as well, and that'll be something I'll probably cover later on. But I never fiddled with traction control, I just left it as it is. So to know that, I am more inclined now to go to probably change my settings from a 3 down to a 1. Maybe turn it off altogether. Because if you compare the lap time of 59 seconds with it on setting 5, and then if you turn it off to 57.9, you know, there was about a 2-second difference between them times. It was very close, 2 seconds, but 2 seconds a lap. It's only a short circuit, so again, it's going to have a big impact on these bigger races that you do. So, yeah, there we are. So again, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this has helped you learn a bit more about traction control and a bit more about how it affects your lap times. Again, you've watched a video done by So Close to Gaming. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.